Hello and welcome to the only unboxing of Horizon Zero Dawn that you're ever going to need. That's right, the one from player2.net.au. I'm Paul James, the host of Patched and the Video Games Club at Player 2, and I'm here to crack into Horizon Zero Dawn, which is today just released. So I picked up my copy of the Collector's Edition, one of 3 possible editions of the game that you can pick up at retail, and of course there's some digital ones as well. I picked up the Collector's Edition, which houses a statue of the game's main protagonist, Aloy, which you might be able to assume if you've seen any footage of the game. There's also another bigger and more expensive collector's edition that has the Thunderjaw, the game's most iconic, perhaps, mechanical monster, but at $350 I cannot justify that. So I picked up the collector's edition and let's kind of get into it. Firstly, it's a wonderfully designed box itself. Again, a lot of art ranging from Aloy itself at the front to the Thunderjaw at the back. There's a few screenshots of the game. There's an outline of the contents of the collector's edition. So we've got the Aloy statue itself. We've got the steelbook for the game. We've got a miniature art book, as well as codes for some costumes and other sort of downloadable bits and pieces that you'll get within the game itself once you install it and download those pieces. So let's get into the box itself. So firstly, once you open it up, you'll be greeted with the aforementioned steelbook of the game. So it itself has, and sorry guys, I've already redeemed them, codes for the assorted pieces of DLC that you get with the game. Some of them were retail exclusives, others were ones that anyone who picked up the collector's edition wherever around the world would get. And of course the disc itself. Interesting to note that none of the codes here actually discuss what the DLC is for, but as I previously mentioned, it's all costumes and other cosmetic bits and pieces for the game itself. So, the game. The miniature art book. There is a larger, more expensive, but also far more comprehensive version of the art of Horizon Zero Dawn, which I've got and I'll show you shortly. But this has a little foreword and just a few different kind of stills, concept pieces of artwork, and don't worry, there's nothing spoilerish in the ones I'm showing here. Just a range of different stills from the game, screenshots, just to give you a bit of a feel of what the design of the game, some of the background and how it came to be what it is now. So that is the miniature art book. And of course then there's the main piece that is going to be locked down like Fort Knox. It is the statue itself of Aloy. So we'll gradually unpack that. Now, sorry guys, this might upset some people, but I'm relatively brutal with the packaging of these things. If you're someone who likes to look after the packaging and whatnot, well, sorry, this is maybe not quite the video for you. This might upset you somewhat. I will try and look after them as best as I can, but if push comes to shove, well, this thing gets flung open. So we're again looking at more art from the game. This is a more renowned, iconic shot of the game. So we're seeing Aloy here taking on the same Thunderjaw that we were talking about, and there's a bit of environmental artwork. You know, we've got some watches in the background and other assorted mechanical beings. So, and Horizon Collector's Edition on top. So we'll open this one up to, of course, find even more packaging. Like I said, Fort Knox. Now this one appears to be quite well entrenched, and I'm sorry guys, but if it comes to it, this could get brutal. So I'll give it one more moment, and then should it continue to be difficult, I'm sorry. So guys, it's about the contents of the packaging, not the packaging itself. That hurt me a little bit though too. Hopefully there's not much more than this. We're now into a plain white box, which presumably houses the statue itself, and I'm going to assume probably in foam. Yep, foam. Alright, let's finish this up. This one I do not care about shipping. Let's do that. Hopefully I'll not damage the contents though with that particular manoeuvre. we've got a foam box. Let me quickly unseal that. Alright. And now we're into the main attraction, which is the statue of Aloy. So what you'll first notice is that it is Aloy standing up on top of a Watcher, one of the, again, the iconic enemies of the game. They're one of the ones that you'll see roaming around halls at PAX or RTX or a number of different events out there. Bow and arrow that's clearly string of some sort. It's not just plastic, so that's handy should it ever get maneuvered one way or the other in a way that perhaps the statue doesn't agree with. What I did notice that I picked up a moment ago, and I've misplaced them. There's a few extra arrows that presumably I can stick inside. Oh no, there's 2 points inside, and you won't be able to see it in this. There's 2 little points inside the Watcher here that it looks like I'll be able to insert these arrows into. I'm not going to worry about that now, but that's one to look out for if you've picked up this particular edition of the game. And then some instructions had you not noticed what I just noticed then. So we don't need instructions. Genius. So again, this is just the Aloy statue, but there is a larger and more expensive statue of the Thunderjaw that you can pick up if you pick up a different edition of the game. If you're not at all, if you've not yet picked up the game but are really into it and have liked what you've seen here, you can pick up this particular edition of Horizon Zero Dawn at EB and presumably most other retailers, so that's worth looking into. And you can imagine that going forward, this Aloy statue may be making a few more appearances in podcasts, Patched or Video Games Club in the future, so look out for that. Finally, and like I said, this was not part of the collector's edition itself. None of the editions, I believe, unless that Thunderjaw one has it. This is the Art Horizon Zero Dawn, something that I just put some of my own money into. And it has, this one I'm going to be far more careful about when it comes to opening it and looking through it. But there's a bunch of art. There's the Art of Horizon Zero Dawn by Paul Davies. There's a foreword, and then a ton of different pieces of art with commentary from the looks of from the developers. But I will not be opening that one any further because I'm sure it is loaded to the brim with spoilers. So that is all the contents of the Horizon Zero Dawn Collector's Edition. Let us know in the comments if you picked it up yourself. Let us know in the comments if you picked up the Thunderjaw edition. Maybe send us a few photos, tell us what's inside it. But look, right now, I've got to go, guys. Horizon Zero Dawn is calling and I need to play this thing. If you've not picked it up, enjoy. For all things gaming related, make sure to like, share and subscribe this channel, player2.net.au. Make sure to visit the site itself, player2.net.au, for all the awesome written content that goes up there daily from some of Australia's best writers. Again, like, share and subscribe so you can get episodes of Patched and the Video Games Club, which I host on a weekly basis. Paul James P2 on Twitter, player2au on Twitter. Again, please subscribe, share, all that sort of stuff would be much appreciated. And for more, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.